Hello. Welcome back to Snugglewood, young Dreamlynx. My name is Arin. Snuggle down into your coziest quilt and let tonight's calming tale and soothing sounds relieve you of any worries and guide you towards a deep, restful night's sleep under these beautiful stars above. And so our story begins in a place called Kindheart Meadows, and the sleepy giant tale of Sunshine Stroll. Kindheart Meadows unfolds before you in a beautiful vista of rolling green, where the earth rises and dips in soft waves, holding pockets of wildflowers that bloom in every hue imaginable. The sun hangs high, its rays bathing the landscape in a golden wash that warms your skin and invites you to linger. You step onto a winding path that curls through this haven, a trail of packed soil dusted with tiny pebbles, worn smooth by countless feet before yours. As you walk, the grasses sway around your ankles, brushing against you with the slightest touch, like whispers from the land itself. The air carries the scent of fresh blooms, poppies with petals as red as ripe cherries, daisies unfurling white faces toward the sky, and lavender stalks releasing their aromatic essence with each passing breeze. Birds call from hidden perches, their songs dancing a melody that drifts lazily overhead, mingling with the distant rustle of leaves from scattered oak trees that dot the meadow's edge. You feel the warmth seeping into your muscles, loosening any tension you carry, as if the sun coaxes your body to release and surrender to the rhythm of the stroll. Further along the path, it curves gently around a cluster of boulders, their surfaces etched with lichen in shades of emerald and gold. Here you encounter the first of the meadow's wondrous inhabitants, a fluff whirl, a creature with fur as soft as 1,000 pillows, spiraling in playful loops through the air. Its body, no larger than a hair, gleams with iridescent stripes that catch the light, creating a dance of colours that soothes your gaze. The fluff whirl pauses mid-twirl, hovering near a patch of buttercups, its tiny wings beating with a soft whir that blends into the chorus of the meadow. You watch as it sips nectar, its movements totally unhurried, reminding you of the ease that comes from simply being present in this moment. The path ascends slightly now, leading you to a vantage where the meadows stretch out endlessly. A sea of verdant waves under the endless blue, In the distance, the outline of ancient hills rises, guardians of this realm, and legends whisper that a colossal figure once shaped them with careful hands. The sleepy giant, whose watchful gaze lingers over these lands even now, ensuring harmony prevails. You sense that presence, a comforting weight in the air, like an invisible companion walking beside you, fostering a deep sense of security that allows your thoughts to drift freely. As you descend into a shallow dip, the ground softens underfoot, carpeted with clover that cushions each step. Water trickles nearby, a narrow brook winding parallel to the path, its clear flow murmuring over smooth stones. Tiny fish dart beneath the surface, their scales flashing silver in the sunlight, while dragonflies with wings like stained glass skim the water's edge. You pause to dip your fingers into the cool stream, feeling the liquid glide over your skin, washing away any remnants of the day's haste. The sensation invites pure relaxation, your breaths deepening naturally, aligning with the steady flow of the brook's song. Amid the clover, a herd of petal-bound gazes peacefully. These beings resemble deer, but with antlers adorned in living vines that sprout delicate blossoms. One approaches curiously, its eyes deep pools of amber, reflecting the sun's glow. It nuzzles a nearby flower, petals unfurling at its touch, releasing a fragrance that wisps all around you, sweet and earthy, invoking memories of childhood summers spent in open fields. The petal-bound moves with grace, its hooves barely disturbing the soil, and you feel an affirmation rise within, that in this meadow every creature finds its place, just as you do now, embraced by nature's gentle rhythm. The path meanders onward, bordered by tall stalks of foxglove and hollyhocks that tower like huge sentinels, their bells nodding in approval as you pass. Bees drift from bloom to bloom, their bodies dusted in pollen, carrying the meadow's bounty with purposeful ease. The sound of their wings creates a low, resonant buzz that vibrates through the air, a natural lullaby that eases your mind into tranquility. You notice how the sunlight filters through the petals, casting dappled patterns on the ground, patterns that shift with the breeze, inviting your eyes to follow and rest. Deeper into the meadows, the terrain opens to a field alive with colour. Violets clustering in purple groups, sunflowers turning their broad faces skyward, and forget-me-nots carpeting the earth in tiny blue stars. Here you spot a glimmerhop, a creature with legs coiled like springs, bounding across the flowers without crushing a single stem. Its fur shimmers faintly in the light, a subtle glow that draws your attention without overwhelming. The glimmerhop pauses to nibble on a leaf, its ears twitching to the symphony of the meadow. The chirp of crickets hidden in the grass, the sigh of wind through stems. Watching it, you feel a wave of contentment wash over you, a reminder that joy blooms in simple acts, nurturing your spirit as the sun nurtures the land. The path twists now, leading you beneath a natural arch formed by intertwining branches of hawthorn bushes, heavy with white blossoms that scent the air with a honeyed perfume. Emerging on the other side, you enter a sun-drenched clearing where butterflies congregate, their wings a kaleidoscope of azure, crimson, and gold. They flutter in lazy spirals, landing briefly on your outstretched hand if you offer it. Their touch as light as a feather's caress. The warmth here intensifies, soaking your bones, encouraging a release of any lingering tightness, your body yielding to the invitation of repose. In this clearing, tales of the sleepy giant surface in the mind like old friends. The way this mythical watcher once reclined against these very hills, his breath stirring the winds that now carry pollen and peace alike. His legacy infuses the meadows with an enduring calm, a presence that reassures you that all is well, allowing worries to dissolve like morning dew under the sun's gaze. Continuing along the winding trail, it dips into a grove of wild apple trees, their branches laden with ripening fruit that dangles temptingly overhead. The leaves rustle softly above, a canopy that filters the light into golden shafts piercing the shade. Squirrels scamper along the boughs, their tails flicking with playful energy, while below, a family of quill fluffs, small, rounded creatures with quills that soften into fur at dusk, burrow contentedly in the roots. One quill fluff emerges, its eyes bright with curiosity, rolling a fallen apple toward you, as if sharing the meadow's gifts. The fruit's skin gleams, and biting into it, you taste the crisp sweetness. A burst of flavor that revitalizes, yet soothes, grounding you in the here and the now. The path climbs gradually from the grove, opening to a plateau where the meadows meet a line of ancient willows, their trailing branches swaying like curtains in the breeze. Water pools at their bases, reflecting the sky's immense nature, and frogs croon from the reeds, their voices a rhythmic chorus that syncs with your heartbeat. You sit for a moment on a flat stone, warmed by the sun, feeling the earth's steady support beneath you, a foundation that cradles and comforts. The willow's leaves whisper secrets of renewal, affirming that each day brings fresh beginnings. Much like the flowers that close at night, only to bloom anew. Venturing further, the trail weaves through a sea of goldenrod, stalks tall and swaying, their yellow tops nodding in unison. Amid them, a whisperwing soars low, a bird-like entity with feathers that blend completely with the flora. Its call a soft coo that echoes across the land. It perches nearby, preening its plumage, and you observe the intricate patterns on its wings, designs that evoke a sense of wonder and peace. The air here thickens with pollen, a gentle haze that softens the horizon, inviting your senses to relax into the blur of colors and sounds. As the sun arcs higher, casting elongated shadows that dance across the path, you approach a hidden dell encircled by brambles laden with blackberries. The berries glisten, ripe and inviting, their juice staining your fingers as you pluck one. The tart, sweet explosion on your tongue, a delight that lingers. In this dell, a lumibud nestles among the thorns, a plant-like animal hybrid with tendrils that glow softly at twilight. But now in daylight, it unfurls leaves that capture the sun's essence. Touching its surface, you feel a warmth transfer, a subtle energy that eases your mind, promoting a state of serene awareness. The path emerges from the dell, ascending to a ridge where the meadows overlook a vast panorama. Winds sweep up from below, carrying the mingled scents of earth and bloom, refreshing your spirit. Far off, the silhouette of distant mountains hints at the sleepy giant's ancient form, etched into the landscape as a perpetual guardian, his influence crafting threads of tranquility through every blade of grass. You stand there, absorbing the view, your breath slow and even, aligning with the world's quiet pulse. Descending once more, the trail leads through a labyrinth of wild roses, their thorns softened by velvety petals in pinks and whites. Thorns part as if welcoming you, and amid the roses, a velvet paw prowls gracefully. A feline creature with paws padded in soft fur, its eyes reflecting the sun's benevolence. It brushes against your leg, a definite reassurance that companionship exists in unexpected forms, fostering a deep-seated ease. The meadows broaden here, the path straightening briefly before curving around a pond fringed with cattails. Ducks glide across the water, their wakes rippling outward in concentric circles that mesmerize. Lily pads float serenely, hosting frogs that leap with unassuming joy. Dipping your toes into the shallows, the coolness contrasts the sun's heat, balancing your senses in perfect harmony. The pond's surface mirrors the sky, a canvas where clouds drift lazily, inviting contemplation and release. Further along, the path borders a field of lupines, spires of blue and purple rising like spires in a cathedral of nature. Bees and hummingbirds flit among them, their movements a ballet of purpose and grace. A sparktail, a lizard with a tail that trails sparks of light in shadow, but absorbs sun here, suns itself on a rock. Its scales absorb the warmth, and watching it, you feel your own body attuned to the solar rhythm. Muscles unwinding, thoughts quietening. As afternoon deepens, the sun's rays slant, gliding everything in amber. The path winds through the orchards of untamed pear trees, fruit hanging low, their skins taut and promising. Birds peck at fallen pears, their chirps a merry accompaniment. In their branches, a nest weave constructs intricate homes from twigs and petals, its webs shimmering with dew-kissed threads. The sight evokes nostalgia for simpler times, when the world felt boundless and kind. The trail dips into a valley where ferns unfurl like green fans, their fronds brushing your arms with feathery softness. Moss cloaks the ground, a plush carpet that muffles your steps. Here, a moss drifter ambles, a slow-moving beast with a back covered in living greenery, blending into the terrain. It pauses to gaze on dew-laden leaves, its breaths deep and measured, mirroring the calm you cultivate within. Climbing out of the valley, you reach a point where the meadows meet the sky. Winds whisper affirmations of strength and peace, carrying seeds that promise tomorrow's blooms. The sleepy giant's essence feels strongest here. His watchful care surrounding the land like a benevolent cloak, ensuring every wanderer finds solace. The path circles back now, through fields of chamomile, their white petals releasing a calming aroma with each tread. Butterflies return, their flights of visual poetry. You feel renewed, each step lighter, your being aligned with the meadow's eternal cycle. As the stroll continues, the sun begins its descent, painting the sky in soft pastels. The path leads through final stretches of wildflowers, irises, tulips, and so much more swaying in farewell. Creatures gather, fluff whirls twirling, petal bounds grazing, glimmer hops bounding. Their presence affirms life's interconnected beauty, a land where you create your own thread of peace. The meadows hold you in their embrace. The winding path, a journey of discovery and rest. With each breath, you absorb the warmth, the colors, the sounds, allowing them to guide you forward towards serenity. The sleepy giant's legacy lingers, a mythical overseer whose presence nurtures all beneath the sun's stunning gaze. this endless stroll, time expands, moments blending into a continuum of comfort. The grasses part before you, flowers bloom at your approach. Creatures share their quiet wisdom. You walk on, covered in the meadow's hug, your spirit buoyed, your body at ease. The path curves once more, revealing hidden nooks where benches of stone invite pause. Sitting, you listen to the symphony. Wind through leaves, waters murmur, birds serenade. Textures surround you, the smoothness of petals, the roughness of bark, the softness of soil. Each sensation anchors you, promoting a deep, restorative calm. Rising, you continue. The sun's rays now elongated, casting a golden path ahead. Shadows lengthen, but they hold no chill. Only the promise of evening's gentle arrival. Flowers close slowly, preparing for night's repose, mirroring your own readiness to unwind. The meadows whisper goodbyes, yet invite returns. As you near the path's end, or perhaps its beginning, the air thickens with contentment. You've traversed Kindheart Meadows, basked in its sunshine, and found within a wellspring of peace. And so the stroll lingers in your heart, an eternal tale of warmth and wonder, guiding you ever toward restful horizons.